And coming up soon, there's an early bird discount registration that ends on Tuesday, which is April 30th. So make sure that you sign up before that cutoff of April 30th. These camps will be Monday through Thursday, 8 to 3. I see 3 sessions here, one starting on June 24th, then July 29th, another one on August 5th.
You want to get your hoodie, you'll be right back.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
No, this gets the
Just a few minutes before kickoff here, Green Army, can you make a little noise? It's a beautiful day here in the 707. It's Saturday night. We've got Premier Soccer right here at Dodge Stadium. All right, looks like the players are gathering around here, about to come on out to the field. How about a round of applause for Napa? Napa's ready to get going. I'll be a little warm in the suit this evening. All right, everybody, please join us in welcoming tonight's officials.
Yuba City, Yuba FC in Napa Valley, 1839 FC making their way out. Tonight's referees are center official Walter Maldonado, assistant ref Antonio Franco, assistant referee Horacio Garcia, and fourth official Eduardo Hernandez. And now introducing the starting lineup for Yuba FC. Number 31, Val Ibarra Luna. Number 29, Leon McKelvey. Number 77, Pete Afado. Number 4, Fernando. Number 14, Javi Medina. Number 6, George Shaw. Number 20, Diego Colazo. Number 12, Emmanuel Colazo. Number 10, Junior Villegas. Number 3, Richie Diaz. And number 17, Quentin Pitka. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your starting 11 for 1839 FC. Number 40, Javi Valdez. Number 22, Zach DeValle. Number 4, Alvaro Carreras. Number 15, Eric Reese. Number 33, Eric Vargas. Number 36, Landon Ruiz. Number 22, Manny Maravilla. Number 3, Sal Gomez. Number 21, Marco Reyes. Number 28, Angelo Vivon. And number 30, Pat Neal. Head coach for 1839 FC, Mark Corbett. Ochoa. And now for the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening and welcome wherever you are and however you're watching or listening right here on YouTube. Thanks for making us a part of your day. You're watching Yuba at Napa Valley 1839. I'm Hayden Larson on the call for you here tonight. It's a double header. You have a crucial NPSL game tonight at 7 p.m. We'll have that game for you coming up. It's a good rivalry too between the Oakland Stompers and 1839 right here at 7. Right now it's the UPSL in a game both of these teams really need points out of. Hope you heard Scott Stone with the names and numbers, but to reiterate here is your 1839 starting lineup. In goal, it's Javier Valdez. In defense, from left to right, it's Eric Vargas, Eric Reese, the captain, Alvaro Carreras, and Zach DeValle. 1839's midfield consists of Landon Ruiz in the center and Manny Maravilla alongside Sal Gomez right and left. And in attack, it's right wing Marco Reyes, left wing Pat Neal, and the center attacker will be Angelo Vivon.
Tonight's game, both games in fact, are being dedicated to the local lake on
All proceeds from the front gate sales, as well as other partner proceeds, going to Blake and his family for the recovery road ahead.
That's Scott Stone. It is a special event here today for this doubleheader, playing for Blake. Big thanks to 1839 for that. All the best to him and his family. It's always a puzzle for a manager when coming up with a game plan. Mark Corbett dealing with that today. 2 games in a single day, particularly challenging to balance, but fortunately 1839 have the depth for it. Nobody really projected to be overworked here today, barring an emergency. A couple of players in this game will be reserved for the 7 p.m. kickoff and vice versa. A few other reserves here likely to start the next game. That's the situation we're looking at right now, mere moments away from kickoff. 1839 wearing white and green, YUBA wearing black and gold.
I see Fred is here. Happy weekend, Fred. Good to see you.
Will be Oakland starting with possession. And we are underway. YUBA FC at 1839 here in the UPSL. Both teams would love points out of this. Competitive league play here in the UPSL. Vying for playoff position here in the spring. Great press, forces possession there with Vivan. YUBA have to knock it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for 1839. Pat Neal back to Vargas. Landon Ruiz all the way back to Reese. Carreras. Back again for Vargas. Pat Neal. Had a great game here a couple of weeks ago, his last appearance. Another throw. 1839.
Taken by number 33 here, Vargas. Putting it back, Everett Reese.
There's Reese. El Capitan Alvaro Carreras. Back to Carreras again here. Carreras, one of those players who could feature in both of tonight's games. Good long ball. Neal, too long. Carreras, an important piece here to hold down the fort, if you will. Help hold that defense together. This one dribbled out of bounds by Vargas. It'll be a throw for YUBA. Given away, picked up by Ruiz. Takes a shot for Reyes, but it'll be too long. Look at Sal Gomez. Bounced out of bounds for a goal kick. Leon McKelvey there for YUBA on defense. $1839 came out with the most energy here. Perfect by Reese to hold his position in a big-time collision. Well played by YUBA in attack now. It's 4-on-5. Big time tackle in the back. Referee says no foul. Ball finally rolls harmlessly enough for 1839's goalkeeper, Valdez. This is Valdez again. This one given away to YUBA. Shut down by Mari Maravilla. Would be a throw-in for YUBA.
And we've got
YUBA throwing 5 minutes into the first half.
The referee gave him a mulligan on that throw-in. It'll be another throw-in for YUBA. This one is better. Still YUBA. Both teams able to knock it around pretty well. Does roll out for a goal kick for 1839. Pierre Valdez to Reese. Long throw pass, I should say, for Pat Neal. Pat comes up with it. Nice pass back for Gomez. Cuts into the middle, lays it off for 1839, and it's just wide. Ended up being a Landon Ruiz with the shot. Great build-up. Started with a long pass to Pat Neal. Knocked it off for Sal Gomez. Made a nice cut. Laid it off beautifully, and it's a great interception by Alvaro Queredas. Crossed in, but knocked away by YUBA. Well defended there. Called a foul on 1839. Not much in it. It's a foul against Ruiz. Looks like a fair amount of contact by both players. Long shot again. Thought the goalkeeper was a little bit off his line. This one quite a bit more wide than the last shot by Ruiz. A lot more distance as well. That's one way to keep a goalkeeper honest, though. Don't come too far off your line. This is Ruiz again. Ruiz for Maravilla.
Is working his way around to the left. We've got Eric Reese, the ball coming out to the left-hand side.
Pat Neal again, nice move.
Pat Neal working his way across to Maravilla.
Maravilla back to Ruiz. Here's Pat Neal, dropped into the middle. Here's Pat Neal again. YUBA seemed a little flat-footed there. Let Pat Neal run right behind them.
We've
Got a corner kick here for Napa.
Corner in. It's too long. 1839 do come up with it. very briefly, and it's a foul.
Breaking that one up and getting a free kick out of it.
Be a long free kick taken by the keeper. Pretty easily picked up by 1839. The keeper has to get back into position, and he does. YUBA come up with it anyway.
We're about 9 minutes into this first half.
Yeah, with Javi Medina allowed Pat Neal a little bit of space a sequence or two ago. Nothing came of it. Is YUBA on sides here? No. Flag just comes up. Much to 1839's relief. Look a fair bit offside there anyway. Quentin Petilla on the run.
Maravilla with the fucking in the front.
Manny Maravilla, can he get it across? It's a corner for Napa.
It looks like a corner kick coming out of this one. Pat Neal taking his corner kick here.
Scott Stone breaking out the binoculars to let us know this is Pat Neal with the ball in. Goes harmlessly across the line there for a goal kick. Kick is away. 1839 doing a great job to challenge these kicks in the midfield. Second ball goes for YUBA this time, but now 1839 are on the ball again. Here's Zach De Valle. Alvaro Carreras, Reese, Vargas, Pat Neal again. Good press. Reese just gets this back for Carreras. 1839 under some duress. Figure it out there. Now here's Neal again. Vargas ahead of him in coverage. Nice play by Sal Gomez. Vaya calling for the ball, and it is a throw for 1839. Landon Ruiz. Manny Maravilla got a touch. Here's Ruiz again for Reese. Sal to Vargas. Carreras again. Neal finds some space and catches the ball there with his feet so well in stride. It's knocked away. Well defended there that time. Javi Medina in there. 1839 get things going again quick. Maravilla again. It's a poor pass intercepted by Medina. YUBA through ball intended there, but it's picked up by Carreras. It's headed for Richie Diaz. Medina wins the ball there for YUBA. For YUBA again. Once they get on the ball, they can make some nice moves like this. Here's Colazzo. Colazzo with a shot, and it's well wide. So far, almost 15 minutes into this first half. YUBA have had a little more difficulty getting on the ball, but once they have the ball, they've shown some potency. Narrow offsides call, a shot wide there, but in 15 minutes in, 1839 with more possession so far. That could change. You know, Medina's had a lot of work over there. That was picked up there again by Medina for YUBA. Here's Ruiz, back to Reese. 1839 so far. They've been testing this left side, their left side, I should say. YUBA's right. 1839 so far attacking more on their left. Another one intended for Pat Neal. Again, it's Medina over there for YUBA.
Thirty minutes to go in this first half. Thank you all the fans for coming out tonight. And we got another game tonight at 7 p.m. when the Oakland.
Paredes with a shot. Pat Neal again. Pat Neal comes up with it. Oh, just knocked away by Medina. It's a battle over there. It's a foul on 1839. That's a matchup so far to watch. It's been Neal versus Medina. A couple points in the win column for both of them. That one goes to Medina. What a pass from Ruiz for Sal Gomez. What a move by Sal. Up for Pat Neal again. Cross in. Goes by Vivan. And who was that? Landon Ruiz? No, it was Vargas? This is all the way back to Reese. Ball for Pat Neal dangerously across the face of goal for YUBA. Devaya saves possession. It's still Devaya for 1839. Marco Reyes. Cross in. Here's Ruiz. Nice little move. Vargas. Pat Neal to Sal Gomez. 1839. Really great in possession here so far this evening. Finally lose it. Sal Gomez trying to hook up with Pat Neal. Now YUBA with a chance here again. It was Valdez way off his line. Just knocks this one out of bounds. Hit the reset button.
Head coach Mark Corbett juggling a lot of games this season. We're playing in two leagues, the UPSL and the NPSL, and a larger than average roster. We're trying to juggle games and players.
This is Scott Stone talking about the congested schedule here for 1839. Very busy. Busy is good. This is a really great squad Coach Mark Corbett has built here in Napa. 4th year with the team. 3 very successful years to start his tenure here. YUBA with some open fields across. Reese did well to make sure that one didn't take an awkward bounce for his keeper. Went in there with a lot of trajectory there, a lot of force. A lot of momentum, I should say. And it's YUBA again. YUBA keep going down the center, and 1839 are just smothering them off the ball. Here's 1839 now looking to counter. Look at the pace for Pat Neal with the ball at his feet. Does lay it off for Vivan. Slows down, but Vivan still with the ball. He can cross it back into the middle. It's Sal Gomez. Loads up for the shot. He didn't take it first time. YUBA eventually able to close him down. This pass not good enough. It'll be a throw-in for Napa. Richie Diaz over there trying to come up with it. No chance. Way too high. Maravilla back to Carreras. I think Manny Maravilla might be one of those players could feature in the next game if necessary for 1839, along with Alvaro Carreras. Depending on what this game and what the next game require of 1839. This ball almost made it through to Reyes.
Here at Dodge Stadium, still no score.
That was Landon Ruiz, number 36 there on your screen, doing a nice job controlling that center defensive role, center midfield role. The Vaya with a cross in. Oh, and it's an unbelievable goal. It was a. Looks like a cross. It was enough to fool me and YUBA's goalkeeper.
And that was number 22, Zach Cavalli. Going up 1-0.
Well, 20 minutes gone, and it's our first goal. What a spectacular angle for Devaya. That'll be a fun one to rewatch later. What a strike. And just like that, 1839 up 1. YUBA still scoreless.
I see the 1839 flag a-flying. Green Army, can you make a little more noise? There you go.
Well, it is. It's a great turnout here. Saturday afternoon. This crowd will only continue to grow. Remember, it's a double header. 7 p.m. It's 1839 facing off against rival Oakland Stompers. That will be a good one. Those two most recently met in the playoffs right here in Napa. Ended up being a great game. Rivalry continues tonight. Right now, 1839 need to handle business against YUBA, who've proven to be a lively opponent. A couple good opportunities, especially once they get on the ball. They can knock it around nicely. But 1839 dominating possession. A little loose by Pat Neal. It was a nice attempt to knock it up for Sal Gomez. This one thrown in by Fernando. $18.39 with the ball already. It's Manny Maravilla for Marco Reyes. Sal Gomez always just behind. YUBA able to come up with it again. Nice pursuit by Ruiz. They're able to get this one forward. It's Colazzo. Ball in by Colazzo will cross the face of Alvaro Carreras, but it's knocked up in the air by Devaya for 1839. Oh, and it's a foul. It's going to be a free kick at a dangerous spot. Looks like the referee might have been contemplating a card. So far, none.
Getting a free kick out of this one.
That one's set up by a great run by Emmanuel Colazzo. Coyazzo is one of the ones standing over the ball here. He could get a swing at it. It won't be Coyazzo. The wall deflected. It's a second chance. The wall does its job a second time. A mile offsides, though, in the end. Lord Shaw.
Looks like an offside call.
Ends up being a free kick for 1839. At wall, helping avert disaster for Napa. Doing that job well. A couple of big bodies back there. One of those Alvaro Carreras, who sent this ball all the way forward for Sal Gomez. Knocks it back for Pat Neal. big time collision. And Neil is down. It's been that battle between Neil and Medina. It was those two who collided. Referee stops play for a potential head or neck injury. Gonna check on Pat Neil.
Pat Neil back on his feet.
Well, that's the matchup we highlighted a few minutes ago, and for good reason. And Medina did just well enough there again to come up with that ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to head on down and get a snap.
Throw by Medina, but it's picked off by Sal Gomez. Here's Vargas. Reese. For Manny Maravilla. There's Alvaro Carreras. Shut down by Petia. Opts to go for Navaya. Ivan was there. This is Reyes. Couldn't get a touch on it. Calling for a push in the back. Referee says play on. Here's Coyazzo. Knocked off the ball, and it's a foul. It'll be a free kick for YUBA. McKelvey. Nice defensive play early in the game. Haven't heard much from him since. 1839 attacking the opposite side, really. Oh, 1839 picked this one up. Thought about countering. Intercepted. Vargas is by Medina. Now he's on a run. Somehow it's still YUBA. Well, Medina has been everywhere for YUBA so far. Right now, he's at their right wing spot. He's forward. Looking to do a little more attacking. YUBA. This is Javi Medina. It's Richie Diaz now on this right side. Piotso more central.
Diego also putting it over to the left for YUBA. YUBA FC looking for the equalizer.
Nice pass. Couldn't quite find Richie Diaz. It's picked off by Alvaro Carreras. Carreras is picked off by McKelvey, but he loses it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Napa. Well, Pat Neil getting some treatment here. Was maybe a little cut up on his lip. There's nose. Look at Pat Neil with plenty of space, and it's a great pass from Reyes. Reyes, a little too long. Still Pat Neil, though. Here's Reyes again. Ani Maravilla with a shot just over the bar.
Number 25 with a shot. 17 minutes to go in this first half.
Reyes overcooked that pass to Neil just by a little bit. It's a little more touch and Neil might have been in. Neil held his run perfectly. Could have found himself offsides if he wasn't careful. Telvey again. 1839. Doing a great job to press. But YUBA on a nice run. It's a shot shut down by Reese. A couple nice defensive plays here by Reese tonight. Almost, we're approaching the 30th minute here. It's a nice day here in Napa. A little bit windy. Shouldn't affect proceedings here too much. Not yet, anyway. Unless it picks up. It is Sal Gomez. Long run for Gomez, and it's a shot! Saved! Goes corner. It's a great, great save. YUBA's goalkeeper, Ali Baraluna. Stay there for the keeper. Yeah. Those are tough to save. A top corner shot like that. Really, really difficult. Corner in for 1839. Just over the head of Alvaro Carreras. Ruiz. Great first time shot. Ruiz going to send it over for Reyes. Marco Reyes. Great cross in, but knocked away by Medina. Ruiz again. This time knocked away by Yuba again. It'll be Alvaro Carreras on it. Pat Neal. Acres of space again. Medina in coverage. Neal with a great cross. Side netting. It'll be a goal kick. I'll tell you what, I haven't seen a battle quite like this. A lot of fun to watch. Pat Neal going at it with number 14, Medina for Yuba. There they are, side by side. Looks like it's a throw-in for Yuba. Fernando. Lost track of the ball. Ends up being a throw-in for Yuba, though. Medina. Offsides was Medina. Free kick for Napa. Had Neal with yet more treatment here on the sideline. Push in the back. The referee does call the foul. Drawn there by Angelo Milan. Sal Gomez to Vargas. Nice move by Vargas. He fooled Emmanuel Coyazzo. Too far for Neal. Give it away. It'll be a throw-in for Yuba.
Nice full day here in the Napa Valley on the double header Sunday. Hopefully everybody that's here now will be back for the 7 p.m. game. It's the NPF game.
Pat Neal and Sal Gomez knocking it around nice, and Vargas. Ruiz for Napa. Davia, your goal scorer. Spectacular. One for the highlight reel by Davia. Here's Davia again. Can he do it again? Here's the cross. Sal Gomez, and it's saved. Final Luna with a great pickup. Did take a little deflection, I think, too, off the defender. Well played. 1939's keeper, Valdez. Looked like Petilla might have won that foot race otherwise if the keeper wasn't there. A lot of space here for Vivan. He's knocked off the ball. Yuba. Here's Medina. Pat Neal in coverage. Poor pass by Medina. It'll give possession. Sal Gomez. It'll be thrown in actually by Vargas.
Eric Vargas throwing this one.
Long throw for Vargas, picked up well by Bivan, and Pat Neal couldn't quite get there, but it's a foul. Bivan was grabbed. Grabbed by Pete. I thought, though, it'll be a free kick. I have a conversation with the referee about it. Oh, and Afato kicked the ball a long way. Referee didn't see it, though. Wanted to buy himself a little bit of time to get back on defense. A little bit of gamesmanship. Reyes chases the ball down. Ruiz standing over it.
Ruiz taking this free kick.
Waiting for the okay, referee. It's actually Reyes who gets it going. It's a cross in by Ruiz. It's a set piece, and it's 18:39, second goal of the night. That's just how they drew it up. Perfect execution. 18:39 now with a 2-goal advantage.
Both 1839 FC flags flying in the air.
It was Vivan actually who earned that free kick. It's appropriate that Vivan was the one to put it in the back of the net. The speed by Patia. Put that on display a couple times here tonight. 1839 do just enough to knock it out of bounds. Be a throw-in. It's McKelvey who will do the throwing. Here's McKelvey still on the ball. Pressure on by Reyes. Still YUBA. Maravilla with the press. There's McKelvey again.
All right,
Welcome back, everybody. Looks like both teams are just about ready to go. Just missing the officials here. Green Army, the best fan base in all of Premier Soccer. Are you guys out there?
Welcome back to the second half of YUBA FC at Napa Valley 1839. It's 2 goals for Napa and 0 for YUBA so far. YUBA have displayed an ability to score even though they haven't yet. They'd love to score one early here and cut their deficit in half. Gonna take another moment. Both teams looking for the referees, actually.
If you want to go decompress, make sure you go down to Barnhouse Napa Brews on Clinton Street. Grab a beer, recap the games. Barnhouse Napa Brews, the official after-party location for all 1839 FC games.
Now the team of referees making there. Usually it's the opposite. The referees getting the players onto the field.
Get the second half underway.
We do understand there have been some technical difficulties so far in the first half. Working to remedy those. In the meantime, we are recording this game as well. So if the stream does continue to have numerous interruptions, this film will be available right here, 1839's YouTube. Hoping some of those problems have been mitigated, though. Continue to work on that ahead of our next game, the 7 p.m. game right here between the Oakland Stompers and Napa Valley 1839. For now, we have the second half of this game, 1839 with a 2-goal advantage over YUBA FC. Both teams, of course, have switched sides, 1839 in white and green, while YUBA FC are in black and gold. Sal Gomez takes a big-time hit. Foul. No cards have been issued yet. Referee wants a discussion.
The 1839 women's program, which starts in just a few weeks.
Here's Sal Gomez back on his feet. Through that free kick. Alvaro Carreras. El Capitan. Reese. With a shot for Vivan. Scored that second goal for 1839. It's a physical battle, and it's still Vivan somehow for 1839. Excellent display of session here for 1839. It's Manny Maravilla. This is a poor pass from Alvaro Carreras. We don't say that very often. Nothing comes of it. But a throw for Napa. Throw it for YUBA. Talvi intercepted. Vivan. Oh, it's a big time hit. Vivan goes tumbling down. It'll be a card. The referee reached for his pocket. It was Pete Afato. Collided with him. Will be a yellow card for the captain. Afato. Massive collision, high speed. Be a free kick. A decent part of the field for 1839.
see a few of 1839
Pat,
players
Neal, and
scattered
Reyes. The
around
last time they
for that
did a set
Saturday
piece like this, it was a goal.
And here comes the
Pat
goal.
Neal with a shot on target.
To the goal picked up by the UPSL goalkeeper.
It is swept up by Valley Baraluna. Here's Medina. Intercepted, or dispossessed actually. Yuba still on the ball. It's another nice move. Only yellow card so far. That man right there, Pete Afato. Here's McKelvey. Richie Diaz earns the throw for Yuba. It's a poor throw by McKelvey. Second ball does fall for Yuba, but this will end up possession for Napa, just a goal kick. Javier Bandes to Reese. Reese gonna have to bring it forward for Vargas. Sal Gomez. Kind of a different spot for Sal. They use him all over the field. More often it's played as a right or left back. So really well solidified this midfield for 1839 here tonight. Coach Mark loves players, any coach would really, that are like a Swiss Army knife. Move them anywhere on the field.
All the way from Sevilla, Spain. The familia de Alvaro Carreras. They're here in big numbers. If somebody came further than Sevilla, Spain, please let us know.
Here's McKelvey. It's Marco Reyes there in the picture. Gonna go all the way back to Baraluna. This one was for Reyes, knocked away by McKelvey. Falls for 1839. That was Sal Gomez. Vargas. Ruiz. Rodo Carreras.
Carreras working it down this right-hand side.
Set up an unbelievable pass there, picked up by Manny Maravilla. Reyes with the cross. It's Pat Neal in the area. Took a nice bounce for him too, but it's knocked away by Yuba. Picked back up by Ruiz. This is Marco Reyes. Couldn't quite get enough pace on it to get around Baraluna. Restarts play here with Fernando. Just too far for Reyes to reach it. That's Baraluna again, this time for Afato. Diego Coyotzo. 1839 with the ball again. Yuba just not able to possess it long enough. What a move by Pat Neal. Almost made it by. It was Fernando that saved Yuba from that run by Pat Neal. It's a foul by Ruiz. It'll be a free kick. Fernando thought about taking it quickly. Villegas. Coyotzo. Villegas again. Fernando. Yuba smart just to slow this game down just a little bit. See about moving the ball up the field. Offsides. That Manuel Coyotzo. A free kick for Napa.
to the left-hand
Side.
Viv-
It's another big-time tackle and a big-time foul. It's a yellow card this time for that man. We said his name a lot in the first half. It's Medina. Poorly played that time. Second player booked.
During the second game, do a special little video for Blake, letting him know that we're all thinking about him. We're doing some fundraising. There's going to be some auction items later, signed jersey, signed hat, and a water bottle. So if you guys stick around, or if you want to follow the QR code to help the family, please do so. Thanks for coming.
Kick in for 1839. Pettis was there. Couldn't quite get enough on it. It's a big target in that box for 1839. Davaya scored that first goal for 1839 spectacularly.
You're bringing it down.
Gomez lost his footing, maintains possession of the ball. Still a lot of time in this game for YUBA to make a comeback. So far in the second half, they haven't even shown the potency they showed in the first. 2-0, 1839 lead.
UFC with counterattack.
Was Patia trying to come up with that ball. Wasn't allowed to by Carreras or Reese. Play restarted here by Valdez. There's Manny Maravilla. Reese again. This ball all the way over the fence. It's Emmanuel Coyotso who has to chase it down for YUBA. 1839 and no rush. 2-goal buffer.
Napa is training our newest ball boy, Max. I don't know if he's quite ready yet.
Here's McKelvey for YUBA. It's a poor pass, and 1839 have a chance to counter. Manny Maravilla. Oh, and Marco Reyes picks up a knock. It's a foul. Apologies being made by Diego Coyotso. Didn't mean to catch him there. It's a free kick for Napa. Carreras. Sal Gomez. Alvaro Carreras for Manny Maravilla. Somehow comes up with this ball. It's Reyes. Here's Manny Maravilla again. This time he is dispossessed. It's Richie Diaz. Long shot for Quentin Patia, who has the pace, and this time Patia's finally in. YUBA really need to take advantage of this opportunity. It's off the post. What a strike. Still YUBA with the ball here. Patia, he's definitely onside, and it's a cross in. 1839 thought he was offside. Oh, and he is offside. Close call. There will be a couple substitutions made here in the second half. Jeffrey Garcia coming in for YUBA. A little bit of fresh legs. Really important. What a strike that was.
For you,
Lost track of who even took it. It might have been Diego Coyotzo. It was a beautiful strike. Not sure if Valdez would have made it there in time. 1839 saved by the post. Really well defended there by Pete Afato. Read that pass well. Got the ball back to Vali Baraluna. To keep his team from conceding another goal. And he was a mile offsides. Flag was slow to go up. Great crowd here already for a great cause as well. This is Reese. This is Ruiz. Well, Coach Mark will be pretty happy with his team's display so far, but this is a great move by Shaw after a mistake by Gomez. Not a creative enough shot in the end. Picked up by Javi Valdez. Just as I'm saying, Coach Mark will be pleased with this team's performance. Amazing display of depth across the board. This team that he has built here in Napa. Devaya almost beats McKelvey. Shaky second half for a couple players here for YUBA. Not the best start from McKelvey. Ruiz here for Manny Maravilla. 1839 looking solid. Whenever YUBA have found themselves in an advanced position, they just can't capitalize. A couple poor passes, a poor shot. The last sequence by Shaw. Maravilla for Neal. It's Pat Neal again. Pat Neal dispossessed. It's YUBA. Just enough. YUBA will have to start to find answers here pretty soon. It's Richie Diaz. Interesting pass there from Vegas. Here's Shaw. It's almost, it wasn't a poor pass. It's like, it looked like more to me like Emmanuel Coyotzo didn't see where the ball was going. More, didn't seem like a poor pass. But either way, it's a throw in for Napa. It's another substitution coming into the game is Andrew Dennis. Coming out of the game is Richie Diaz. That was his last touch. What a move there for 1839, but the pass was too much. Really nice play by Bivan. But passed it in the end directly to Vali Baraluna. Marco Reyes, who might have been in behind. Would have been up to that offside decision. Close call. Fato, McKelvey. Well, it's a couple poor passes in a row from McKelvey. That one picked off by Bivan. Ruiz. Sal Gomez. Well, 1839. Be happy to do that all night long. Still pressing too. Is Marco Reyes on sides? He's just narrowly off. Ali Baraluna was there anyway. There's another close call. These are tight decisions. Not an easy job there on the sideline for anybody. Villegas for McKelvey. This better for McKelvey. Could Dennis be in behind? And he's just offsides.
Offside call. 26 minutes to go, 1839 FC.
Maybe a get right pass there from McKelvey. It was a nice one.
Move their way up in this UPSL.
Dennis would have held his run just a little longer. That defensive line for 1839 has been great. Drawing people off sides and knowing when they're off sides. Ruiz, all the way back to Valdez.
A few of the front runners in this UPSL division, Reno United FC, FC Folsom, and Real Golf, leading the charge.
Fresh legs for Dennis on display here. Devaya forced off the ball. Andrew Dennis, number 98, just came into the game for Yuba, earns his team possession here. It's McKelvey on the throw. This is for Dennis, and Devaya called for a foul.
With a win here in this UPSL matchup, 1839 FC could potentially get past the Davis Legacy and the Vallejo Omega FC.
Might have heard Scott Stone there on the Stadium PA talking about position in the league. Points really, really matter for both of these sides. 1839 in position here if they win this game. 3 points in the league. Go a long way. They could pass Davis and Vallejo with a win here tonight. Would obviously be trending in the right direction. Andrew Dennis does well to challenge for that ball, but there's no one on the end of it but 1839. Nice pass for Dennis, and it's going to be just wide. Well, it's been nothing but positivity for Andrew Dennis in his first 5 minutes out. Certainly a positive impact on this team. It was narrowly wide on the shot. Well shut down there by the keeper. This Fernando does well to get this just back to Apato.
Beautiful people of the 707, are you guys out there?
This is Afato, one of two players on a yellow card. Just has to be a little bit more careful. Well, YUBA piling men forward. Oh, it's a good ball in over the head of Reese and saved by Valdez.
Number 6, George Shaw.
Was Shaw.
Great save there by number 40, Valdez for 1839.
Great ball placement on that free kick. It's a corner for YUBA. Getting closer. YUBA really need to half the deficit here if they can. Ball in, just wide again. It'll be a goal kick for 1839. Well, with another game just an hour and a half away, I think Coach Mark would love to finish the game out with the players that are out there. Because the players on his bench at the moment looking to start at 7 p.m. Players like Carlos Manzana Ayala, who's the emergency goalkeeper for this game if something were to happen to Valdez. It's a mistake by Ruiz, picked up by Patia. Ruiz did well to shut him down. Possession now with YUBA. That's any game is just a puzzle, like a chess match between coaches. Coach Mark definitely had his work cut out for him, putting together 2 starting lineups in a single evening. So far, so good for 1839. The chemistry with this team here tonight has been phenomenal.
Shout out
To all of our volunteers.
for making these games possible.
Certainly thanks to the Army. Not the Green Army, but the Volunteer Army.
It's a throw for 1839. It was Diaz, but over his head. Yuba get the second ball. Just enough there by Diego Coyotzo to hang on to the ball. This is Fernando. Coyotzo again. Shaw. Wide for Afato. Yuba finally growing into the second half. It was a poor start, to be honest. But starting to display some of the potency we saw from them in the first half. A couple of really good opportunities. 1839 doing so well. It's another big-time collision.
Ruiz tripped up. Center official.
It was Andrew Dennis, the Yuba player involved in that collision, and looks like it's Ruiz who's still down for 1839. Mistake a sequence or two ago notwithstanding, it's been a great game for Ruiz in that defensive holding spot. Back on his feet. Love to see. Looks like there was a substitution in that mix. Out of the game. Javi McKelvey. Just 20 minutes to go. It's the 71st minute of this game. Yuba really need a goal. They need one soon. If you're just joining us, it's 2 goals for Napa, 0 for Yuba so far. Looks more like our technical issues from the first half have mitigated. Do hope that's the case. Certainly in time for the games at a little more than an hour from now at 7 p.m. Speed here displayed by Patea, and Carreras loses him. It's still Patea. Not a good enough strike. Directly at 1839, goalkeeper Javier Valdez. Good run of play for Yuba, though. Rare to see Alvaro Carreras beaten. But the speed of Patea had been a problem for 1839. Not to the extent of them allowing a goal, but it's created a few opportunities. Foul. Drawn by Manny Maravilla. Fraction by Fernando. Oh, and it's a yellow card for Fernando as well. All the cards so far. The referee warning them not to contest this free kick. Of course, you can't do that. It's 3 yellow cards for Yuba, none for 1839 so far.
Ruiz is going to take this free kick.
17 minutes to go.
Here's Ruiz for 1839. Nice move. Maravilla for Pat Neal. But Pat Neal sealed the deal for 1839, and it's just over the bar.
Substitution on the field for 1839. Coming off
Number 3, Sal Gomez. Number 9 at the loss for Sal. Coming onto the field, number 34, Justin Avina. Pardon me, that was number 21, Marco Reyes, coming off the field for 1839.
Scott Stone announcing, yep, it was Reyes who came out. And Gus Avina coming in to see this one out for 1839. Alvaro Carreras. A little bit more desperation from YUBA. Just about 15 minutes left. We approach the 75th minute in this game. Here's Ruiz. Intercepted well there by Fernando. Coyotso. Nice move. Finds Andrew Dennis in some space, and he connects with Alvaro Carreras. Cautioned by the referee, no card. Clumsy challenge, no malice in it. Referee invites Carreras to get on with it. 1839 and no rush, a 2-goal cushion against YUBA FC. Reyes getting some treat here on the sideline. Meanwhile, it's the Vaya intended target. Carreras says, I got it. Ruiz. Still Sal Gomez. Playing really well in that midfield role. Carreras with great misdirection there for YUBA. Reese. Gomez going to send it all the way back to Valdez. Why not? 2-goal cushion. Approaching the 80th minute. 1839 pitching a shutout so far. Alvaro Carreras always so calm with the ball at his feet, even when he's surrounded by opponents. Maravilla all the way back in coverage. 1839 probably going to need to just blast this one, and they do. Vargas couldn't quite connect, but look who it is. It's Pat Neal. Another great run by Pat Neal, but he's intercepted last second. Finally will YUBA FC ball. Hit Afato. Here's Shaw. Had a great attempt, a great opportunity anyway. Nice play for Andrew Dennis. Cross in for Patia, but cleared away.
Eric Reese clearing that one out. Quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Ranch Market of Napa Valley. Excellent partner of P1839MC. And giving back to the community since 1976.
Sal Gomez. It was a nice long throw into the middle for YUBA. Falls for 1839. Now in the 80th minute of this game, pressure on there for Valdez. Under duress for Sal Gomez. Carreras now with a lot of time. Gonna have to put pressure on him. Zavina still with the ball for 1839. It's a push in the back and it's a foul. It'll be another yellow for YUBA. Just a little bit of frustration in that moment. It'll be a substitution. Coming in for YUBA will be Miguel Villa.
Substitution.
Coming out of the game will be George Shaw.
Miguel Villa. And coming off, number 6, George Shaw.
This is Reese. Vina was calling for it. They're on the line, trying to make a run.
Inside 10 minutes to go here at Dodge Stadium.
Goes to Villa, all the way back to Carreras. Now Valdez. Manny Maravilla.
UPSL matchup.
Just blast this one away for a YUBA throw. Less than 10 minutes left of stoppage time. 81st minute of this game. 1839 with a 2-goal cushion. It's 2-0 for Napa. Home team looking to see this one out. It's an awkward step for Devaya. Starting Valdez to go to Reese on that left side for 1839. Here's Vargas. Pat Neal. Pat Neal still has some gas left in the tank. Cross in for Napa. Last ditch save by Jeffrey Garcia. Ruiz making his way out to send this ball in from the corner flag. Back for Napa. Devaya, Vargas, Sal Gomez, center field. With big bodies in the box, including Alvaro Carreras, pushed in the back. It was Reese in the end.
Number 15, Eric Reese was ready to go.
Ends up a ball for YUBA, given away by Andrew Dennis. Players all over the place. Defenders attacking, attackers defending. It was a Fata all the way forward, putting pressure there on Valdez. Reese, who had the opportunity at goal on the other end for Napa. Picked up there by Pat Neal for Napa. Here's Ruiz. Sal Gomez. Ball for Avina. No, it was Vivan in the end.
Pick that one up, get it in the goal.
Nice little play there to dodge two 1839 players. Villegas for YUBA. Yotso. Nice little touch there by Ennis. Does end up a foul on 1839. It'll be a yellow card for the something verbal. Ends up Junior Villegas with the yellow card.
Yellow card issued on the field. You got 3 years for you.
1839 still not been issued a card, as far as I can tell. That's the 5th one for YUBA. That last yellow card there for dissent, and it's getting a little bit physical now between Ruiz and Ferdinando.
Pretty
Clean game so far.
Only about 5 minutes remaining. We approach the 86th minute of this game. 86 of 90. Likely to be some stoppage time. Venture to save 3 or 4 minutes.
This is number 10.
Totally at the discretion of the center referee.
Vegas takes a free kick.
It is Junior Villegas. A lot of Yuba shirts there at the top right. The group making a run in. It's a nice ball. Ends up a goal kick for Napa. Or a reminder, 1839 with a 2-goal lead. It's 2-0. Both scored in the first half. Look at Vivan. Comes up with this ball. Wide open is Avina. Opts to possess the ball. Earns the throw. Had the opportunity to go for goal, but possession key for Napa as they look to drain this clock. Maintain the shutout of Yuba. Earn 3 points in the league. Playoff position of the highest importance here in the UPSL, which Scott Stone announced earlier. If 1839 do win this game, and it looks like they will, they could pass Davis and Vallejo. It's a yellow card, which turns to red. It was a nasty grab. Jeffrey Garcia, it's a dirty play, sent off for it. Made that foul about as obvious as he could.
There were 10.
Not very sneaky at all, and Jeffrey Garcia making his way off the field. It's Yuba FC now down to 10. Starting to lose count of how many cards they've been issued. Not sure Napa have even been issued one yet. If they were, lost track of it in all the cards that Yuba were issued. Again, not dirty play, probably just frustration. Yuba's fate sealed. 1839 will earn 3 points in the UPSL.
Two-minute mark, but stoppage time. 1839 up 2-0.
Inside of 2 minutes, maybe some stoppage time. The rest of it really is a formality because 1839 have really put on a clinic here. No goals allowed. 2 great goals scored. And they put this squad together with a second game in mind. This evening, the Oakland Stompers right here. Let's face Napa Valley 1839. Totally new squad. A couple of these players that have played a full 90 will be in the reserves.
This is game one of the doubleheader coming.
Alvaro Canetas, one of them. Sal Gomez maintains possession despite being grabbed. It's another nasty challenge, this time by Andrew Dennis. It's a foul. Dennis can't believe it. Not sure if he was even close to the ball. The referee saw it as a foul.
Agreement on that. Yellow card.
It's a yellow card for Andrew Dennis. Still in disbelief, still going at it with the sideline man. Well, it's a disappointing night for YUBA. Getting close to every player out there having a card issued, at least one. It was Jeffrey Garcia who accumulated yellow cards. Something you typically want to avoid. Valdez played that well. At the moment, it did look like Yannick Gonzalez might have been onside. Divan offside. It's a free kick for YUBA. And still, the referee hearing it from YUBA players. In fact, Junior Villegas has already been issued a yellow for dissent.
Valdez, out of bounds.
Not sure what they should be complaining about at this point. Still a conversation out there between Villegas and the referee. This is Dennis. Long throw. It's a good one. Dangerous spot. Cleared away by 1839. 1839 could counter. It's a long pass for Pat Neal, who has had a remarkable game this evening. 1839 earn a throw deep in YUBA territory. Sal Gomez happy to knock it back. As the final seconds of this game tick away. The end result has not been in doubt.
Ladies and gentlemen,
1839 earned the 3 points in their conference in the United Premier Soccer League.
for final four, YUBA 0. Sure you figure out for the 7 p.m. game at UPSL, Oakland Southern coming down. Should be a great showdown.
Looked like some players might have still been discussing the way that one went.
FCG for making the trip over here to Napa. Drive home safe, my friends.
Well, it's a great showing for 1839 coach Mark Corbett and his squad. A remarkable testament of the depth. I think this is the first time 1839 will have 2 games in the same day. for the men's squad. In fact, I believe 1839's women's team has had to deal with that, but this might be the first time for the men.
7 p.m.
The first part was a clinic by this squad. 1839 will face a stiffer test this evening at 7 p.m. right here in Dodge Stadium, right here, 1839 TV with us. We'll have that coverage for you live. It's the Oakland Stompers here at 1839. The Oakland Stompers most recently were here for a playoff game, quarterfinal in the National Premier Soccer League. Thrilling quarterfinal. 1839 came out victorious. Ended up going on a little playoff run themselves all the way to San Francisco and El Farolito. But tonight it's that rematch and one of the great rivalries here in the Golden Gate Conference in the National Premier Soccer League. Stompers at Napa. We'll have that game for you. 1 hour from now, coverage begins. On behalf of everyone here at 1839, we'll see you in an hour. You heard Eric Housley and Scott Stone on the Stadium PA. It's been JP Castillo on the camera. I'm Hayden Larson saying thank you and see you later tonight.